During our July virtual UX conference, Jacob Nielsen held a Q&A session where he was asked to give some tips to people who are hoping to transition into UX from another role.
My main advice is really to do it. I mean, I do think it's great to learn about it, and this is why we have a conference. And there's some amount of theory and some amount of concepts and even some amount of vocabulary, so you know what things are called. Those are all great things to start knowing. But then after you know that, then I don't think like keep studying forever after. Then I'd rather say no, turn to applying that knowledge onto actual projects. And so the ideal is that you can actually be on a real project. And in the beginning, of course, you would be more like a junior person on that project. But if you cannot get that, then I would say just like make up your own project. Or if you work in a company already and you're maybe not the designated UX person in the company, but you can be allowed to do a little bit, then I would say pick something that's the famous low-hanging fruit, particularly if you're in a company that does not already have a formal user experience department or user experience effort, then there's guaranteed to be low-hanging fruit. So pick something that's a low-hanging fruit and then attack that. Do like a small usability study, 5-6 users, something like that. You're going to find, quite a large number of usability problems. Take some of the most glaring ones of those and redesign to fix those. And then the result of that is likely going to be, quite striking and quite compelling to management in the company. Again, if it's an important product, an important thing that you have they're improved. But in terms of like personal development, I think the key point is that you will get experience of how is it to actually run usability studies, what you actually learn from the users, and you do learn from observing users, and then from running through design versions, and then actually testing them again. That's the other thing, right? Because design is all very well and good, but design requires a feedback function or a way to learn about what design was actually good and what design seemed good but didn't actually work. And that user research is that function for us in user experience to teach us, what design was good, and then you can hone your skills dramatically like that. Now it's better to do that in the context of a bigger group where you have more people and they can teach you as well. I mean, it's really user experience is to a great extent an apprentice style discipline, I think, where you learn a lot from being with good experienced colleagues. But on the other hand, if you're more on your own, you can still do it as well. But in any case, it's learning by doing is the key point. First, learn the basic theory and then learn by doing.